Black filter is perspective, man. It's black perspective, not just from a black person myself, but from all my friends and everybody who I'm close to who, like, I hear their opinion of black culture. And I see how it's being used these days.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you have a song called Black Owned, and we celebrate black-owned businesses.
Amen.
Why was it so important for you to highlight that specifically?
The beautiful thing about Black Owned, and shout out to my producer, man, who did this album and did that song, Young Fire, man. He's from Des Moines, Iowa originally, but I met him here in LA. You know, you don't meet many producers from Iowa, right?
Yeah.
What's that, right? So the cool thing about that song is we dropped that song, and it's interesting. I can't even say it's cool, but what is very interesting about it, when I dropped that song this year, as one of the singles as a rollout towards the album dropping in August, like you said, that I say 10 days, literally 10 days after, that's when the George Floyd incident happened.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Completely crazy, completely unfortunate, you know, RIP to that man and, you know, much love and respect to his family. But that triggered, as you can see, we had so many different things. People marching, we had looting, we had now many people supporting black-owned businesses. So it was kind of like, I might have been a week or two too early on it, you know, but just in general, it's important, man. I had to learn this from the experience of, like, I like to just buy things. I don't necessarily think too much into if it's black, white, green, blue, or whatever. It's like, if you're I love clothes, I love shoes, I'm into fashion highly a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're making something good, you're making a great product, I want to purchase it. Simple as that. But I do understand way better now the importance of supporting black-owned businesses.
Definitely.
You know, and today, you know, I got black-owned socks on today. My Chucks was made by a black designer. Shout out to my boy Tremaine. Shout out to my boy Fanny. Thank you. But yeah.
Yeah, ownership does something to a person,
it's different. It's different, man. If you've always experienced life for working for somebody, then I think that you haven't had a chance to learn or understand your full potential because you never knew what it was to own something.
Right.
Definitely, and especially when you see these big corporations actually benefiting off of the pandemic.
Amen.
It's even that much more important to support minorities and minority-owned businesses. You also have an Instagram called I'm Really Black Owned, where you highlight some of these businesses.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of people sort of doing similar things like you have. So talk about that a little bit. And
I think it's important for me to do what I can. That is all you can do. You know, I can't sit up here and tell you that I'm Martin Luther King or Malcolm X.
Right.
I'm just Trinidad.
Right.
I'm a black man in America that wasn't born here, came over here as an immigrant, and I did what I had to do to take care of my family.
Yep.
And I've understood what it is to go through the black struggle and the independent struggle and the single mother struggle and all these different struggles and stigmas that happen to people that look like me. And whatever I could use my platform for to, you know, draw light to a restaurant or a hair product or something that you might like, and it's like, oh man, I want to support a black-owned business. If I could do it, I'm just doing my duty. I'm obligated to my culture to do what I can to support my culture.
Definitely.
Right. And speaking of being independent, you went, like, you blasted into the mainstream, let's say, with your very first hit, and then you got dropped by your label. But you've been continuing to make music and make art throughout the years, regardless of that. So now that you're an independent artist, you have your own record label called Gold Gang Records. Do you still feel like you have to follow the traditional album cycles and releasing videos, or do you feel like you could take your own time and really find your community that you like working with in order to create these things?
I think the first thing is, I know that the story goes is that the label dropped me, but that wasn't the case. I actually asked to leave the label.
Oh, wow.
You know, and the way that it's always been, the narrative has always been told is that, you know, I got dropped, but they never dropped me. It's just I'm very good at reading the room. And I read the room a long time ago. Even when I was a rookie, I still sometimes feel like a rookie in the game because I've only been in 8 years, but 8 years is a minute.
Yeah.
You know, but I read the room and I realized that the way that this major label works is just not for a person like me when you don't have team players who are there to play for you.